So like the purpose of Dare to Dream is to inspire people to create the life they dream of, like to live live their best life. And the mission of that is to inspire a million people to follow their dreams. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to do that obviously through many different channels, like, you know, speaking at stages, books, you know, content, podcasts. But at the core of it is just literally to give people the permission to go out there and change their life, live the life, that dream that they have, that idea that they have, just to follow it. Because how many people like live in a job, go to a job that they hate, and they spend, I don't know, 40 to 50 hours a week doing something they hate, and then just to live for the weekend, and then just party on the weekend, and like, drink on the weekend, or whatever negative behaviour on the weekend, just because they're just so unhappy with their life. Mm-hmm. And the other parts of their life. But if we could actually, even if you had to take half a paycheck, like cut half a paycheck, but to be happy all the time, and that's kind of also the message I want to get across. But you can also create a lot of money doing what you love as well. Yeah. And you can create an incredible business doing what you love and following what you love, helping people, adding value, doing anything.
Mm-hmm. Why is this so important to you?
This is so important to me because I think like I had some really key people in my life when I was in high school say some really key things to me that led me on a path that could be very different to where I could have been. So I led mum when I was choosing subjects in grade 10, and I was like, thought I wanted to be a vet, and I was stressing about, do I choose science subjects or, you know, I didn't really enjoy science. And mum was like, well, just choose a subject you love and you'll end up doing something you love. And I was like, wow. So anyway, ended up choosing like fitness, HP, ag, and then obviously I do English and maths. And from that, then I started studying my Cert 3 in fitness. I never thought I wanted to be a personal trainer. I thought PTs didn't make much money. And I started studying my PT course and fell in love with then training people, how no matter how crappy a person could feel, you could just change their life. And then from pursuing that opportunity after opportunity, I just kept following the things that I loved, kept saying yes to the opportunities that arose. And even through the hard times, I had this vision, this dream of the life I wanted to create. It was so vivid and so big and so free. I wanted ultimate freedom to be able to do whatever I want, whenever I want, at any level and scale that I want. Be able to explore anything I want and not be strained to a job that I hated, to only then have 4 weeks holiday a year. That to me just was crazy, to only then earn, you know, a certain amount per year, to be looked at that, to then only have 4 weeks holiday a year to enjoy it. It didn't make much sense to me. And I was like, what if we could live a life where we could travel every day and do anything we wanted and be happy and help other people be happy? And I got fascinated with that, started learning about that, and then started helping more people, and I opened my first gym. And I just kept working hard and developing myself. But I could see at a pivotal point back then in school, if I chose subjects that were like, you know, chose them just because I thought I had to do them, just to get into uni, or just because I thought that was a society would be expected of me just to do those subjects because that was what's normal. Like my principal said, PT doesn't make money, you know, why don't you do an HP teacher? I had someone when I said I was going to open a studio at 17, be like, literally call me up and say, you're stupid, you're crazy, the town doesn't need it, why would you do such a thing like that? I was in tears after that phone call. But you know, another thing that my mum then said to me is, don't let people define you by your age, like let them define you by your actions. And that was another key point in my life. And another key point was when I was opening my first studio and painting the walls and things like that. My dad said to me, it doesn't even matter if you fail, like, because what you've learned so far up until this time is so valuable. And I think if I could share that message to so many other people, and then what I've learned through doing so many courses, events, personal development, podcasts and audios, that we can really shape and create any life we want, and we can live that free life that we dream of, and that we don't just have to do a job just because we think we should.
Yeah. And what do you think is people's biggest challenge in going for this life that they want? Why do you think people are stopped?
Yeah, I think people get held back by following the life that they dream of because of like that fear. Is it the fear of not being good enough, fear of failure, fear of what if I go for my dream job or my dream, whatever it is, your dream, but I've got to cut these friends or this career or this job path, and what if I lose this? So sometimes we're fear of what we could lose. And I think that we just get in a stress environment and like in our conditioning around us is like if you watch the TV or you watch the news, there's so much negativity and we kind of get in this negativity cycle. We get this like scarcity mindset. But if you actually strip all of that back and you stop watching the TV and you stop listening to negative friends and you stop feeling like you have to be controlled by a job or anything else, and you actually start being like, there's so much opportunity, there's so much possibility, there's so much abundance, that anything is possible. And I think it's the fear, it's the mindset that people let themselves stay in opposed to just changing it.
So who have you had around you that has, or who have you modelled and has demonstrated in their own life this blueprint and steps that you are using to get yourself to success and then come back and help other people?
Yeah.
Like, where's that proof?
Yeah, so there's a lot of coaches and mentors, and I have a lot of coaches and mentors around me that I'm so grateful to thank for where I am, because it's not that I'm special, it's literally that I've just listened to people like Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, Joe Dispenza, Cohen Ray, and I just listen to these people on a daily basis because they have the success I want, and success leaves clues. So I listen to them and then take what they do and implement it for myself, like around rituals, planning, mindset, so much that I just listen to them and learn. I'm in Cohen Ray's mastermind, and then I'm also in PLC, which there's just so many other people like young people that are wanting to grow and achieve amazing things and help so many people and impact on a global scale that I can be surrounded with. And like Scott, who's the franchisor of PLC, he coaches me, and I get to if I ever need help, I can just call him. I have another coach I see, Anthony, as well, that helps me with mindset and stories and beliefs. And other people I look up to that have success is like Jack Delosa, Lisa Messenger, like Australian entrepreneurs that have been young and then worked really hard and built epic profiles for themselves that now have epic businesses and are making epic impact and speaking on stages. And I want to speak on a TED Talk one day and be on the Young Rich list. So I guess people like that I always look up to and respect what they've done and how they've gotten there, and just learn from them by listening to audios, podcasts, books, going to events, going to lunch with people that are more successful than you, just spending time with people that are better than you, and following people that have the success I want.
What if people don't want to be entrepreneurs?
Yeah.
What do you... Yeah.
It doesn't matter. If you're not entrepreneurial and you don't want to own a business, awesome. Do what makes you happy, because definitely owning a business is not for everyone. There is such high levels of stress that do happen in business, and you are put under a lot of pressure. And for me, I love it, but for some people, it's not for them. So you just got to find what makes you happy. And so if you're not entrepreneurial, well, definitely don't just stay in a job you hate, find a job you love, because there's so many great organizations out there and companies out there that have incredible culture that are looking for people that also want to give back to that culture. And if you're happy going to work, your boss and your team is going to be happier, and your whole family is going to be happy, and your friends are going to be happier. I think it just comes back to really knowing you and what you want and your happiness, and then following that ruthlessly, because there'll be so many things that will try and take you off track.
Mm-hmm. So would you say that's your main focus with Dare to Dream, is to help people find their inner selves?
Yeah, it's all about living your best life. So it's not their best life or her best life, it's your best life. And for me, that's what I endeavour every day, and I wake up every day, is to be the best version of me and to have the best day I can have in this day. And if I have a negative mindset day, or I have a negative day or a bad day, I reflect on that day at night, I journal about it, and I'm like, okay, what didn't go right, that didn't make me happy, or didn't fulfill me, or didn't fill my cup up, and what can I learn from to do different next time? So if you're going to a job every day that drains you, then learn from that. Okay, what can I do to change this? And start asking yourself better questions.
So what's your plan for your next 10 years? Where do you want to go with this?
So next 10 years, the Dare to Dream.
Yeah.
The next 10 years, the Dare to Dream, I want it to be impacting 1 million people every single day. So through speaking, the books, podcasts, the vlogs, videos, interviews with other people, joint ventures with other businesses, TED Talks, still build up all my other businesses as a priority, like PLCs, and property portfolio, and to live this incredible life that's like, hey, I've done it and I can show you too, and I've done it and this is the happiness, the fulfillment I have, and this is how I did it, so why can't you? Because I'm definitely no special, and I'm not specialer than anyone else around here, than the average Joe walking down the street. I grew up in a small country town, and I was just grew up like a normal kid, rode horses and did normal kid things. And if you're just a normal person, you're like, well, I'm just a normal person, doesn't relate to me, that's not the truth. Because everyone has incredible potential and incredible opportunity in life, and that you can do anything you want. There just may be some tweaks you need to make in your mindset to help you achieve that.
Right.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
And I think we've got off I go off topic a lot on questions.
That's fine.